Hello and welcome back to another video here on Attractions with Ash, where tonight I'm here down in Surrey, right on the edge of London, where tomorrow we are going to be heading to Hampton Court Palace for the first time, which is very, very exciting, of course, a very historic royal palace, and it'll be very interesting to go around. I just arrived here at the Premier Inn after a very long day. We just stopped off at Oxford on the way down for a couple of hours there. It took a bit longer than expected to get down there, but you know, it's still enjoyable of, you know, the couple of hours that we did have there. As I say, we've just arrived now in the Premier Inn here in Sunbury, which is right down the road actually from Thorpe Park. I didn't realise how close it was, but we were going down on the motorway and we saw, we were going right past, we saw Hyperion all lit up and Stealth, and it was pretty awesome, but yeah, here's a quick hotel room tour. It's for, you know, we've got all the mod cons, of course. I've got a TV, I suppose. Pretty sure it is HD TV, so I suppose it is somewhat modern, although it does look like it's from 2009, but you know, it'll do, I suppose. And yeah, the rest of the room looks pretty decent. You've got, well, in our room, specifically, me and my brother, we've got 2 single beds here. If we take a quick look outside as well, yeah, it's at least with this one, it's not a view of, you know, the bins or whatever. You know, we're pretty high up. We're on the 5th floor. So I'd say, you know, it's a pretty decent view all round, although obviously you can't really see much at the moment, as it is pitch black, because, you know, it is about, well, I don't know how, I think it's about like 6:30 or something in the evening. I think the next thing on the agenda is definitely going downstairs, having something to eat, having something to drink, and just having a bit of a relax. It certainly smells like a proper kitchen in here. Got the stoves over here. I've got the chimneys over here, which are currently undergoing maintenance. That's the thing with a few of these areas, I think, at the moment. When we came in, they were doing some restoration work to the front of the building as well, so I think that's very much the case with a lot of things at the moment, but it's also, of course, still good things we can see, of course. That is quite a menu. I've got here cheap bread, beer and ale, swan goose. Be absolutely stuffed for a week after eating all that.
In comparison.
Dinner for the mates.
Oh gosh.
Yes, it's
That's a bit.
yeah.
Difference.
You're grateful to get anything at all, then, aren't you? This is possibly the most stunning part of it yet. Nice fountain square, and you just have a nice panoramic view of all of the windows around here. It just looks really impressive, doesn't it? Just imagine just coming out here and just standing and admiring it. You could just, you know, Obviously, it wouldn't. Back in the day, it wouldn't have been as busy as it is now, of course. So you can literally get some peace and quiet, just walking around here, just thinking about various things, and it's very peaceful, very nice around here. And now we've entered the gallery. We've got these really impressive paintings here on the wall of all these different count and countesses. Here we are. What we've got here, we've got Anne, Countess of Sunderland there. Oh well. Oh, we've got a nice throne here. A green, very posh, of course. And what else have we got? Oh, we've got a big one here. This must be really important. Let's have a look here. What does it say? We've got Lady Byron. 1618 to 1680. So, well, considering 62, that's pretty a long life, I guess, in, what was it, probably Stuart times. I don't know, some angels or something on here. This is what you usually see, these kind of like designs on like the walls and stuff, really. I guess it was very popular, maybe, design at the time. We got a frame over there. What else we got over here as well? We got some more like very regal seats, and you got a statue there. I guess you would have put something on that. I'm not sure what you would have put that on. Maybe a cup or something. Maybe that's a fancy cup holder or something. I don't know. There we are. Here's the last few here on the wall. There's some of the. Oh, that looks intense there. I wonder what they're doing there. If you know, let me know in the comment section down below. Well, I've just made it out of the estate apartments after quite an extensive look, and it was really, really interesting. I think I definitely took a lot of time there on purpose to go around and have a look, because that's not really something that I usually do before. I usually, like skim and have a look at some of the paintings, and usually quite interesting. But this time I actually made the actual effort to just look at each individual one and just properly take it all in. And it was really, really interesting, especially the latter stages of it as well, when we went into like the proper like state apartments and all, like the beds and like the drawing room especially was really, really interesting. Of course, and you would have seen as well the B-roll that I got of the murals and the designs on the ceilings, which I said earlier was. I very, very much thought was the case, was quite a popular design back in the day, and well, obviously I was proved quite right, because in a couple of rooms I saw some really interesting designs there. But yeah, I've just made it back out now to where I was before, out in the kind of courtyard area with the nice fountain. Yeah, I suppose we'll just have a nice walk round again to the next section. Outside now in the beautiful Privy Gardens, and if you can ignore the planes going overhead, it's time for a bit of quiet as it can be, reflection here in the gardens, which is very nice to walk around, of course. It's absolutely stunning walking around here. You've got, Fountain just over there in the middle. Also got another one in the other gardens around the corner as well. It's really nice walking around here and admiring it all, and of course get a fantastic view of the exterior of the court there as well. Right, here we are. Just entered the maze. We were on a quest to find the centre. Okay. I feel like I have some sort of strategic plan here, but let's see anyway. Right. So, I mean, it's got to be sort of round this way, and if you just kind of like loop round this way. No, that's not what. Okay, right. Right. We've got to loop round. We just kind of like go back on ourselves. That's probably that. I mean, it seems too good to be true, but it could be the hack. It could be the hack that gets us to the centre. Well, there we have it. Made it to the centre. About literally like 3, 4, maybe 5 minutes later. I think my strategy worked. I literally just like went round the outside, and that seems to work pretty well. So there we go. Did you try to outsmart the maze? I think I did. There you go. Centre of the maze, and I mean, after all that, I say after all that, it's only a few minutes, but I could have maybe put a little bit more. I mean, I know it's winter and probably all the leaves are still falling off, so I guess the shrubbery might be a bit nicer to look at if you do this in like the summer or something. But what you get is like an achievement, maybe it's just this in the middle. I mean, it could do with like a little bit more maybe, but oh well, at least I achieved it. And so just before leaving, I just managed to get a glimpse of, I could say a glimpse, I went through the whole apartments of Henry VIII's apartments, which was really cool to see. It was quite hard to find actually. I had to whip out the map because it was went around in circles a few times, but eventually I did find it, and it was really cool to go around. And of course, like everything else here, it was very, very informative, but I'm very slowly making my way back to the car now to make the long journey home. If you have enjoyed joining me today here at Hampton Court Palace, make sure to smash the like button and smash the subscribe button if you want to see more of these on the channel, and I'll see you next time with another adventure here on Attractions with Ash. The car's just started up, so yeah, I better hop in and go back home. Until next time, goodbye!